Pokemon TCG has given us some incredible cards over the years, but some have been so powerful they changed the game forever. Today, we're diving into Pokemon cards that broke the game in ways that players still remember to this day. Our journey begins with the Rain Dance Revolution, base set Blastoise, a card that redefined how players approached energy entirely. With its Rain Dance ability, Blastoise allowed players to attach unlimited water energies in a single turn, a jaw-dropping advantage. Rain Dance decks quickly took over. Players would load up Blastoise with powerful water-type Pokemon like Gyarados and Articuno, flooding the battlefield with energy and unleashing attacks before opponents had even set up. Blastoise's Rain Dance mechanic introduced a new concept of energy acceleration, turning what was once a slow strategic buildup into an explosive game-ending power surge. This kind of rapid-fire energy attachment was unheard of, making Blastoise a staple in competitive play. The Rain Dance strategy defined an entire era of the TCG, showing just how important energy acceleration could be in creating dominant strategies. Next up is Neo Genesis Sneasel, a card so powerful that it became one of the rare cards to be outright banned. Sneasel's beat-up attack allowed it to deal up to 120 damage with no energy limit, a devastating attack back then. Beat-up's damage was based on the number of Pokemon on your bench, meaning with a full bench, Sneasel could consistently deliver knockouts in one hit. Combine that with its speed, low energy cost, and psychic resistance, and Sneasel was nearly unstoppable. Sneasel's overwhelming power forced the TCG community to take action, and the card was banned from official play. To this day, Sneasel is remembered as one of the most broken cards in TCG history, proof that sometimes a card can be too good. Then we have Mewtwo EX from the Next Destiny set, a card that changed the EX landscape with its X-Ball attack. X-Ball dealt damage based on the energy attached to both Mewtwo and its opponent's Pokemon, scaling up to deal massive hits. The beauty of X-Ball was its flexibility. It punished opponents for powering up their own Pokemon. Mewtwo EX could match any opponent's energy investments, making it a universal threat. And with high HP and access to support cards, it was nearly unstoppable. Mewtwo EX quickly became a deck staple, forcing players to adapt their strategies just to counter it. Its release sparked the powerful EX era, redefining high-stakes, high-reward gameplay and establishing EX cards as a mainstay in competitive play. Dialga GLVX from the Platinum series introduced one of the wildest mechanics in TCG history, the ability to skip your opponent's turn. With its time skip poke power, Dialga could flip a coin to potentially end your opponent's next turn. Imagine planning your moves only to have your entire turn taken away. Time skip gave Dialga GLVX a brutal advantage, especially when paired with strong support and energy acceleration from SP Pokemon. It controlled the pace of the game like no other card. This ability disrupted entire strategies, showing just how devastating turn control could be. Dialga GLVX was a game-breaking example of how powerful turn manipulation could be, and why it's a mechanic used sparingly in the TCG. Arceus and Palkia and Dialga GX from Cosmic Eclipse introduced Altered Creation GX, one of the most game-changing moves ever. After using this attack, every attack dealt extra damage, and here's the kicker, each knockout gave an extra prize card. Extra prize cards meant faster wins. With one KO, players could turn the tide of the game, pushing opponents into a defensive scramble. Altered Creation GX turned Arceus and Palkia and Dialga GX into a high-pressure card that could end games with just a couple of knockouts. This card didn't just change the game, it sped it up, reshaping competitive play with its unique ability to reward KOs with double the usual value. Shaman EX brought incredible draw power to the game with its setup ability, allowing players to draw cards until they had 6 in hand whenever it was played. This ability made Shaman EX an instant favorite, offering unmatched consistency. Setup turned Shaman EX into a staple, giving decks the speed and reliability they needed to succeed in high-level play. It became so essential that entire strategies were built around drawing as many cards as possible, showcasing just how vital draw power could be. Shaman EX's impact was so strong that it influenced the design of future draw engines, solidifying the idea that consistency is king in competitive Pokemon. So there we have it, 6 iconic Pokemon cards that broke the game. From manipulating turns to controlling draws, these cards left an unforgettable impact on the TCG. Which one do you think was the most game-breaking, or did we miss one of your favorites? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.